Hey guys, and welcome to your match preview for our team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, hosting the Eagles of Crystal Palace, all in association with All Steak Pucker Pies. You can get your Pucker Pies now at Molyneux, so make sure you do tuck into them. They're very, very tasty. In this video, we're going to be looking, of course, ahead of the game, giving you some interesting stats, giving you some thoughts ahead of the game, and of course we're going to be hearing from the Back of the Nest podcast, the Palace podcast, my dad Magic Moss with his thoughts, and we've got some bits of information ahead of the game that we'd also want to give you as well, that you could need to know. And if you're a Crystal Palace fan and you're looking for somewhere to go before the game, I've got something for you as well. So yeah, it's another match day. It's you know, we've got technically through that crazy period that of that tough start that has been referred to so often, and we've now got 2 home games, 3 home games in the next 4 actually, in the next 2 against Crystal Palace, and then after that Southampton. Now Crystal Palace, who've had a difficult start to the season as well, after having a fantastic end to last season, typically when they're about to play Wolves, beat Tottenham and got their first win of the season last weekend, and then on Wednesday evening, last night as I'm recording this, they knocked Villa out of the Carabao Cup, so they've got 2 wins in 2 wins back to back, so they'll be now full of confidence. Of course, Wolves, we doubled our points tally at the weekend from 1 to the dizzy heights of 2 and dragged ourselves off the bottom of the table into 19th with that late comeback against Brighton and Albion. Some interesting team news in terms of the Palace. They had a couple of players, key players, that came off injured, did they not, against Villa last night, one of them being Eze, and it'll be interesting to see whether he is fit, because he always causes problems. And of course, don't forget, Crystal Palace are a bit of a bogey side. So yeah, so look, we're going to go over to hear what the Crystal Palace fan has to say, and then my dad. And as I say, if you're a Palace fan and looking for somewhere to go, or a Wolves fan before the game, got something for you there. And of course, we've got some Christmas gifting ideas for you as well from Foco. So let's go over to see what they have to say ahead of this one.
Crystal Palace fan Patrick here to talk about the upcoming fixture between Wolves and Palace. Big match this weekend. Palace coming off an important win last week versus Spurs with a Jean-Philippe Mateta goal. Important game for us, really. Obviously, we were in the relegation zone. We're now in 17th place on 6 points. We were off to our worst start ever in the Premier League under Glasner, unfortunately. But I have faith in the manager. He changed the system this past weekend. We were high-pressed Spurs. We included Mateta for the first time in 3 matches as our striker. He now has 5 goals this season in all competitions. Right wing back Danny Munoz had a really good match. Our midfield of Adam Wharton and Will Hughes came on as a sub, did really, really well. And our back 3 of Guéhi, Chalobah and Maxence Lacroix were very, very good. It's a system that we've been playing under Glasner, the 3-4-3, that has had its issues this season because, again, we hadn't pressed this much this season. But against Spurs, we really put on a really good performance. It was an important game for us. Wolves, on the other hand, had a very important late point versus Brighton, the 2-2. I know that Wolves have been struggling this season under Gary O'Neill, but I've seen him in the past. I think he did a great job with the team last season. And again, they are struggling now in 19th place, but I think that they can obviously fight back with their battle to avoid relegation this season. Palace, again, this is an important fixture for us. Historically, we do okay at the Molyneux. We have won 2 of our last 3 matches. Last season, of course, we got the 3-1 win with goals from Mateta, Olise and Eze. I'm looking to a tough fixture this weekend. My prediction will be, honestly, for a 1-1. I would take a point. It will build on the win over Spurs and kind of keep momentum going and hopefully move us up the table. But again, for me, up the Palace.
So we're here with Mr. Magic Moss. Love you, Dad.
I love you, sunshine.
Who's this?
That's Paddy McGuinness. Paddy.
Paddy's back, is he? You're happy with a bit of the look of the Irish? We've got Crystal Palace at the weekend. What are you going for, Dad?
Well, let's hope we can win this one.
Let's hope.
Well, we got to win it anyway. Go on.
What's your score prediction then?
Oh, well, I'll never guess.
I'll never guess, Dad. What is it?
2-0, David, 2-0.
Do you agree?
Yep, he agrees, yep.
Fantastic. Who's going to score, Dad?
Well, we'll have Tommy Doyle. I know him as well.
Your favourite?
Yeah, Tommy Doyle. I got to bloody keep hold of him, Tommy Doyle, and we'll have Cuda. Who's it, Cuda? Cunha.
And do you have a song for everyone to give us hope?
Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. It's you I'm thinking of.
Dreaming of.
I'm hoping they're gonna win 2-0.
A nice quick one today then,
Nice
Dad.
quick one, David. Yeah. They should win. They gotta win.
Well, Crystal Palace won at the weekend.
I
They beat Tottenham.
I told you, there's no easy games, is there?
Yeah. And how are you feeling with Gary O'Neill at the moment?
Well, I told you, you got to keep him.
Do you think
who you're going to bring in? It might be just as bloody
what
bad.
happens if we lose
There's
the
that
next...
many managers come and go.
So you've got faith still?
I've got faith in him, yeah.
I like
He's
it,
got
Dad.
somebody else anyway.
All right, well, let's hope you're right,
I know
Dad.
a lot of people don't like it. Well,
People are just stressed because it's 1 win in 19 and...
Yeah, I could understand that.
You don't think you need to win both these next 2 games?
Well, I think anyway.
You've got the faith. You've got the belief.
Got the faith. Yeah.
All right, Dad. I love it.
Yeah, I love
Dad,
it.
love you lots.
Love you, love.
Always Wolves.
Always look after yourself and everybody else. Say that again.
You'll have a load of people commenting now on that in the comment section on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Go on.
You're like, yeah. You put the cat amongst the pigeons.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Dad, it's because.
I would
some people want him gone, some people don't, and what have you. I'm hoping he turns it round as well, Dad, but we'll see.
Who are you going to bring in? Who's going to be the manager? Just as bad. They got rid of him from Man United now, are they?
Ten
But the players, they had the chances.
Dad, let's not talk about Man United.
Okay, let's talk about
I hope he does as well, but we'll see. Love you lots.
Well, what do you think?
Well, after the Brentford game, I wanted him out, but the last 2 performances a bit better. Dad, they've got to start winning football matches because you can't go 21 games with 1 win. If they don't beat Crystal Palace and Southampton, I think he could be gone. Literally, let's hope they do win.
I don't think he'll be going anyway.
Well, anyway, we'll see, Dad. Love
see.
you lots.
Love you, sunshine. Look after yourself and everybody else.
So yeah, thanks ever so much to the Palace fan. Leave your thoughts on what he said, and of course my dad, Magic Moss. We've got some stats and facts coming. I did promise you, did I not, that if you need somewhere to go before the game for something to eat or drink, away fans and home fans. So Palace fans, Genting Casino, Wolverhampton. As long as you're over 18, you can walk in on the day. And they do food and drink, beer and stuff like that. They've got a sports bar, so they'll be showing the early kick-off as well. And if you've got a match day ticket, you also get 25% off food or drink with your match day ticket or your season ticket as well. So that's worth checking out as well and going to that. And yeah, if you're a Wolves fan as well, if you have some food, you get entered in the chance to go to either the Leicester away game or the Manchester United at home game with myself and another member of the Always Wolves team and a friend of yours, corporate style. And if you have some food, you get entered. You get a ticket to enter into that, which will be drawn in November the 30th. So, stats and facts. You know, on our history page, Carl's done another great article, so make sure you do check that on alwayswolves.co.uk. But one of the key things that come out of it is the head-to-head stats. As you can see, over the long history of Wolves versus Palace, Wolves come out on top in terms of wins. But in the Premier League, it's been very, very different. Palace seem to have the upper hand against us. I think it's something like, out of the last 7, we've only won 1. They do tend to be a little bit of a bogey side, and we really do need that to change, do we not, against Palace. Gary O'Neill has been talking, put out before his press conference. We've done a nice little tweet covering all of that, and on our Instagram or TikTok. Make sure you do follow all of those for us. If you're, the link is in the description below to our socials, so follow our socials. But like, he's been talking, maybe protecting the thing, saying these next two games aren't must win. I'm not so sure about that. As Wolves fans, we've been incredibly patient. We've got to be winning these games because they are teams around us. You know, we need to be winning the game. So there's an immense amount of pressure on these games. 2 games before the international break, and for me, really, he needs to win both of them, minimum 4 points. And it's, you know, these games are never going to be easy. That no one's saying that they're easy, but we are at home. We haven't won since March, which the last win was against Luton. It's not been great going to Molineux, so we do need that win. In terms of my score prediction for this one, I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Wolves. And I really hope we get those 3 points, because I hate to think what will happen if it does, if we play poor, how the fans are going to react. It could turn a little bit. We do have our Christmas gifting again. Opportunities to go on the FOCO website, which is, the link is in the description below. You have to use that link, and there's lots of Wolves products and offers that are on there. And you also, as I say, get 15% off if you use that link with the Always Wolves 15 promo, and that goes for Crystal Palace fans as well, because there's Crystal Palace stuff on there, or fans of any club. As long as you use the link below with our promo code, you can buy anything off their range of site with that 15% discount. Finally, I should say, it is Samosa Saturday at the weekend, number 22, so you'll probably see me over helping on the Samosa stall, raising money for the Wolves Foundation and Dementia UK. And just a little message from Wolves: they are going to be having some pre-match entertainment for this one. They're going to be having a nice light show, because obviously the later nights could come in because it's a 5:30 kickoff. So they were asking if you can get into the ground just a little bit earlier, so that you can enjoy the light show that they're going to put on, in the atmosphere they're going to build up to this game. So yeah, hopefully all that's been of useful for you. Might see some of you in Genting Casino Sports Bar before or after the game. Make sure you take advantage of that 25% off food and drink. And until the next one, always Wolves.